I moved here from Chicago, Illinois, to pursue my divinity degree in the seminary school, right? So I just finished in May. So it took me 4.5 years to do that, but it was worthwhile the process, right? I'm gonna get into detail where I come from and how I ended up here, and hopefully it will be able to give you motivation to keep pushing forward, okay? Now, but I like to get to know people, right? So in order for me to get to know people, I like to play this game called What's Your Cookie, right? And in this game called What's Your Cookie, you tell me your favorite cookie. You first stand up, tell me your name, tell me your favorite cookie, why is your favorite cookie, and is there any particular way you like to eat that favorite cookie, right? Yes, sir. I got you. I'm coming. And as I'm talking, if you have a question, you don't have to wait till the end. You just raise your hand, and I will pause and answer your question.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Awesome. Because I'll put these away.
So I'm gonna start off to show how we do this, right? Right. My name is Anthony Chapman. My favorite cookie is the Subway peanut butter cookie, right? I really love it when it's hot, right? And that way I get me a nice soda, right? And I take that peanut butter cookie and I break it into 4 parts before I start to eat it, right? Because I want to savor. I love peanut butter. I always love peanut butter. So when I can get a fresh, hot peanut butter cookie, I get excited, right? All right. So let's start here. Sir, let's start with you. Tell me your name, your favorite cookie, and why you and how you like to eat your favorite cookie.
My name is Jaden Rice, and my favorite cookie is a sugar cookie. So I like sugar, and I do not have a particular way of eating my cookie.
Okay, Jalen?
Jaden.
Jaden. All right, good to meet you, Jaden. Sir?
My name is Steve Torres. My favorite cookie is an ice cream cookie, I guess.
Ice cream cookie, and your first name is Steve?
Yes.
All right, Steve. Any favorite way you like to eat it?
Just when it's hot.
This one, okay.
My name is David. My favorite cookie is an Oreo cookie.
Ah,
I like to eat my cookie with milk.
milk. Now, are you a double stuffed Oreo or are you a single filling Oreo? Double stuffed. And you like to break it open before you eat it? Now, do you lick the cream first or do you eat it while the cream on it?
I eat it like cream.
Okay. All right.
My name is Corbin, and my favorite cookie is ice cream cookie.
All right.
I don't have a favorite way to eat it.
All right. And what was your first name? I'm sorry.
Corbin.
Corbin. Okay. Okay, we got 2 ice cream cookies. All right, I like that. Nobody said pick. Hold up. Somebody got to be with me. Okay, come on.
My name is Ilyas. My favorite cookie.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm not really sure because I like all types of cookies.
Like all types of cookies. So you a connoisseur, right? Right? You like to get down, whatever you feeling for the day, that's your cookie. All right, I like that. That means you can go with the flow. I kind of like that. I like that.
My name is Javier Flores. My favorite cookie is a chocolate chip, and I have no particular way.
Why chocolate chip, though? Why chocolate chip?
Because I'm so used to it.
You used to it?
Because when I was little, I always went with the chocolate chip.
All right. Yeah.
My name is Zeus Martinez. My favorite cookie is an Oreo cookie, and I like to eat it with chocolate milk.
Now, Oreo cookie, that's what you said, with chocolate milk, right? Now, do you break it? No. Do you dump the cookie in the milk? All right. I like that. Okay, you a dunker. I like that. Come on. Don't really matter. You go with the flow. And now tell me your first name again. I'm sorry. Marcus. Marcos. Okay.
My name is Rodolfo Garcia, and Just as they said, it really doesn't matter what cookie it is. I like it.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, we got some go with the flows. I like that.
Max Sandoval. My favorite kind of cookie is chocolate chip, not too chunky, just like a little bit less chocolate.
Okay.
And I like to dump it in warm milk.
Warm milk. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right.
I like that ball. I also like those cookies with the Skittles. I mean, not Skittles.
M&M.
Okay.
So the
My name is
M&M.
Felipe Sarmiento.
We gotta be able to hear.
My name is Felipe Sarmiento, and I like the chocolate chip cookie with M&Ms on top, and I like to eat it in a one bite.
Hold up. You like chocolate chip cookies with M&Ms on top. That's a lot of sweet, ain't it?
And then you drink Kool-Aid after.
You got. I like that because that means you can take a lot. All right. I like that.
My name is Caleb Beard, and my favorite cookie is full of frosted cookies. They have like a lot of.
Oh, okay.
I got your shirt, right?
My name is Aaron. I like a pumpkin spice macadamia nut cookie. Warm for 10 seconds.
All right.
I like to eat it. First, I like to break it up,
Whole.
and then I like to dunk it into cold milk.
All right. That's a combination. I like that.
10 seconds.
Go right here.
10 seconds on the microphone.
We got to be able to hear. Excuse me, gentlemen.
My name is Ricardo. I like Oreo cookies.
Yeah, man.
And I dump them in warm milk.
You dump them in warm milk. You dump them whole or do you break them up?
Whole.
Whole. All right. You adventurous. Go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
No, you.
No, you. Alright, my name is Ravion Crawford. I like chip ahoy cookies with some cream on top of it, some whipped cream, and the cherry on top of it. And I dip it up in some warm milk, and I bite that thing.
My only question is,
Hold up. What kind of cookie was it?
Chip
Chocolate
ahoy.
the chip ahoy cookie with
It's
some
a chocolate
whipped
chip
cream
one.
and
the whipped cream
cherry.
will fall off into the milk. So what's the point of putting whipped cream on top?
So what if you're pouring the milk on the cookie?
It's all right. That's their. Excuse me.
In a bowl.
That's a good
But
combination.
that's their preference, right? So we can't. We okay with.
And then put the whipped cream
Yeah.
and then the cherry.
No.
Maybe if we try, we might like it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessary that because we never tried it before, don't mean we don't like it.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you got to be able to try something new, right? So I like that. I like that you adventurous like that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Thank
Come
you,
on,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Elijah Allen. I like chocolate chip cookies.
All right. Amen. Chocolate chips. How you like to eat it? You just go for it. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question now. Do you kind of like the Cookie Monster? You know what the Cookie Monster is?
I know,
Do you like the
Elmo.
Cookie Monster? That's
Yeah.
okay. All right. Go for it.
Elijah, you bite that thing out.
I just pouring that chocolate milk on top. Better
Okay.
get salty.
Come on, son.
Cherry on top.
My name is Benjamin Gertman, and I like the chocolate cookies with chocolate chips on it. And I like to just demolish it.
All right. I'm with you.
I need an Oreo cookie. I like eating it with milk.
It's like, okay, milk. Now, what kind of cookie was it? I'm sorry.
Oreo.
An Oreo cookie. Now, are you a breaker or you dump it whole?
I don't
Dump it whole.
We're all gonna die.
All right.
It's just the Amber Alert.
They said it's a storm coming.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, I like that. Nobody had peanut butter. Wow.
Cause peanut butter.
So maybe Diana falls into peanut
She's a month.
It's a
black female.
Cookies? I went there for a month.
So, I'm going to teach y'all, excuse me.
Be quiet.
I told you the
Excuse
baby
me.
was missing.
One more.
She's 3 months old.
I'm gonna get you. One more. Excuse me. So I'm gonna teach y'all a couple words, right? Because I don't like screaming and things like that, right? So a couple Swahili words, right? And the Swahili word that I want to teach you is, all right, is gonna represent of how we can interact today, okay? All right. So the first word is I go. Repeat that.
I go.
I go.
I go.
Right? I go means may I have your attention. Right? That's what that means. Right? And then when you hear that, your response to that should be, I may. I may. Say that.
I may.
I may means I respectfully give you my attention. Right? And that means when you said that word that we be quiet, we listen to what somebody has to say. Right? Right? So that way we don't have to use words like, you know, when I was a kid, I hated when somebody say shut up or something like that. I couldn't stand that, right? Especially when my mother did it to me. Boy, just shut up, right? So I didn't like that, right? So normally when I get engaged with people, we use those terms to conduct ourselves, right? So let me test it out right quick. I go?
I may.
All right, so that's all that means. I may means that I'm going to give you my attention. I heard you ask respectfully that you listen up, and respectfully I'm going to give you that attention, okay? All right. I know you had your hand with your hand.
So I like peanut butter, but I don't like it like in cookies like that. I like it like.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich.
You like peanut butter, but you don't really like that peanut
Like,
butter cookie, right? So
Oh,
you're talking
never
about my
mind.
cookie right now,
No,
right? So, okay, it's okay.
No, I just remember it's in the cookie. It is in the cookie. It's like those crackers. It's a cracker, but it has two
Peanut fan.
I go?
I may.
All right. Just remember that when someone's talking, we should be respectful of when they're talking, right?
Never mind. It is a cookie. It's like two crackers, one on top and one on the bottom, and peanut butter in there.
Oh, I know those.
I got it. Yeah, another
I was
butter.
that you talking
I
about.
like those. Yeah, that's my secondary cookie. Amen. Okay, so now, what's the age? What's y'all age?
12, 13.
No, you're 14.
So the real thing is that you're about to become what they call teenagers.
I'm already one.
Right?
Teenager.
So I'm gonna tell you how I end up getting to college, right? Now, when I was 13, that word was never used in my house. It was never used in the school I attended. It was never anything like that, right? Now, the thing about 13, when I was 13, just talking about me, it was important that other people liked me, right? And because it was important that other people liked me, I did what they wanted me to do and never did what I needed to do, right? Because everything was based on what I thought my friends was going to think about me, right? Now, at 13, you start to be able to think for yourself, right? So you think, right? So we think like, hey, I'm getting older. I know how to make some decisions. Mom, just give me a break, right? I know, I got this, right? That was me. So, but what I didn't understand was that in order to be successful, I might not can be like my friends, right? And that might mean that they would have to talk about me because I'm not like them. How many people want everybody like them? I do. Nobody, y'all okay? I do. I really want everybody to like me. I mean, if everybody can like me, I'm okay, right? Usually how I feel about myself is dictated by how I think other people feel about me, right? So when I was 13, right, I made some bad choices, right?
Everybody.
Right? Made some bad choices, right? And let's say that I chose a lifestyle that probably was not conducive for a 13-year-old, right? And I kind of ran with that, right? But the one thing about me was that I was what they call a chameleon, right? Depends on who I would, that's who I became, right? So if I was with somebody who was willing to just want to go steal just to steal, even though I was too scared to steal, I stole, right? If somebody wouldn't go in the house at curfew time, knowing that when I got in the house and the street lights was on, I was in trouble, I stayed with them because I wanted to be liked, right? So all I'm saying is this: sometimes we make choices based on other people and not what's good for us, right? Now, and when I grew up, my mother didn't finish grammar school, right? I'm the youngest of 9. Majority of my brothers didn't finish high school, and the couple ones who did, that was it for them. 3 brothers before me went to the military. And I remember as I went through middle school, college was never even mentioned. Never even talked about, right? Never even, y'all lucky, right? Y'all getting ready for something that will have a significant impact on your life, right? Either if you go or if you don't go. 2 different impacts, right? But when I got to high school, what I didn't know was math was the most important subject that I needed to know, right? I ditched math, didn't go to math, high school. My favorite class was gym, right? Played football, right? Girls liked it, right? But on the inside, I didn't like football. I only played because I thought it was gonna make me cool. I was kind of good at it, but I really didn't like it, right? And during that time, you would go see a counselor, and the counselor would never say anything about college. All they would say was, you need to get better. Didn't offer no opportunity to get better or anything like that. But even as I was growing up, there was something in me saying I wanted to do something different, right? I did not want to do this, right? So, you know what influenced me a lot growing up? The music that I listened to. Anybody got a favorite song?
Everybody in here has a favorite song.
Who got a favorite song? What's your favorite song?
It's not cool. That's the thing.
What's the title?
Everybody to step out.
The title is not appropriate either?
It is, but
Okay, I ain't gonna ask you for the
Song.
lyrics, just give me the title. What's the name of the song? Huh?
Shot of flow.
Shot of Flow? Shot of Flow, okay. So without using the words that you don't want to use, tell me what the song is about. What's your favorite song?
My favorite song was Dear Mama.
Dear Mama by Tupac. All right. What's the song about?
It's about how his life changed after he started getting paid
And his struggle.
Okay. Come on, sir, what's your favorite song?
It's that song by the dude that makes Shot of Flow.
And Chopper.
It's his #1 rated song right now.
Camelot.
Camelot.
How do you?
Okay. So those who got a favorite, come on.
It's Spanish song.
It's okay. What's the name of it?
I forget the name, but I know it's a good song. Though.
Okay. Now hold that thought now. Why is that your favorite song? Why is that your favorite song?
I listen to it like a lot.
But why you listen to it? What about that song you just want to listen to?
I
Huh?
listen to it when I'm bored.
Is it, do you like the beat? Is it the beat? Is it the lyrics? What is it? It's the beat. Okay. Why that's your favorite song?
Because when I get mad and I listen to it, it makes me get calm.
Makes you, oh, okay. Why you like your favorite song?
Because it's intense.
It's intense. What that mean? When you say intense, what do it do for you because it's intense? What do it do?
It just gives me like a rush.
A rush. Okay. And why you like Tupac, Dear Mama?
Because I like Tupac. Well, that's my favorite song because it's like how my mama was to her mother, my granny. It was like her life. It was like the struggle of her life, but she had to do drugs.
Okay. Now, do you know you can tell a lot about a person by what their favorite song is?
How they explain it.
And you know why? Because a lot of times, for me, my favorite song usually represents something I want to be or something that I am, right? So my favorite song growing up is old school song. When rap first started, it was called "A Message," right? And in this song called "A Message," it just said broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stairwell, just can't stand, right? That's the life that I live, right? That was my neighborhood, right? Roaches in the front room, ratchets in the back. Can't go anywhere. That was my life, right? And the reason why I liked the song because I did not want that life anymore, right? A lot of times when you understand, go ahead, you got a question?
If, like, you would listen to it just to, like, sometimes try to forget about your life.
But also to forget about my life, but to motivate me, right? To move forward, right? Now, I didn't know how I was going to move forward. I just know I wanted to move forward, right? And the thing about when you want to go someplace different than your friends, they might not understand, right? Right? They might not understand. How many people are surrounded by all your friends want to go to college?
Oh, I don't know. Most of them. Yeah, most of them.
Now, go ahead.
My neighbor.
Your neighbor, okay. Is your neighbor your friend? Or is just your neighbor? Your friend, y'all hang out? Okay, okay. That's a good thing. It's always good. I asked that because it's always good to hang out with somebody y'all got something in common with, right?
Yeah, my auntie. Kind of like my best friend because I always hang out with her, do a lot of stuff.
Okay, okay, okay. So as you grow up, right, what was happening with me, I wanted to figure out how to go to college, but couldn't nobody tell me. Not only could nobody tell me, nobody wanted to go, so they really didn't care, right? And this even went with my mother, right? My mother, who barely went through grammar school, was okay as long as we made it to high school, right? My brothers and them who barely made through high school, some graduated, that's all they saw, right? So when I asked those questions, they had no answers. When I went to the counselor, they believed that I didn't have it in me anyway, right? For whatever reason, maybe because of the color of my skin, maybe because of my grades. They wouldn't tell me. When I inquired, they said it's not for you, right? But I was gonna show them. My song was still playing in my head, and I didn't want to live like that anymore, right? So what I did, when I graduated, I was 18, right? And when I was 18, as I was a senior, I didn't know you were supposed to start putting applications when your sophomore and junior year. I waited till my senior year to do it, right? And a couple schools accepted me. One of them was Prairie View A&M. Another one was Indiana State, right? So I visited those two schools. I got accepted, right? But what I didn't know, it costs a lot of money, right? I didn't know that, right? So my plan was to walk on the football team, make it, and hopefully get a scholarship, right? But what they asked for when I visited was a check in order to be able to register for school. I didn't know they was gonna ask me for $500 to register for school. I barely had enough for a bus ticket to get there. So when I went home, I said, I don't have it right now, but as soon as I get home, I'm gonna send it to you. So when I got home, I said, Mom, I need $500 so I can register for school. She said, boy, if you don't get out of my face, how you think I'll pay for rent? How you think I put food on the table? You need to go find a job. Now, for a long time I was mad at my mother, right? It's understandable, right? But what I had to understand was my mother gave me what she knew, right? College was not in their vocabulary, right? You good? Okay. And the thing with that was, right, I blamed her for a long time. So you know what I did? I joined the military. Didn't want to go to the military, but I went anyway, right? And the reason I went to the military because they told me that they were going to help me go to school when I get out, right?
You getting
Now, do you know a lot of people go to the military not because they want to join the service, but because they cannot afford to go to college, right? But you know, the military ain't going to tell you all everything there is to know, right? Don't knock it if that's something. I was a jarhead for a long time. I loved it. It helped form who I am today, right? But what I didn't know is that when I signed that piece of paper, I became property of the government. Right? Now, if you're willing to be property for 4, 5, 6 years, 20 years of your life, it's okay. What do that mean? That means property means if I went out and got a tattoo like my other friends, and it didn't heal right, they can put me in jail for destruction of government property. Right? And guess what you can't do in the military? You can't quit like it's a job. If you leave before your time is up, they can put you in the jail for going AWOL. Do you know they can tell me if I can go to the bathroom or not? It seems different. I know your teacher sometimes let you know when you go to the bathroom, but if you really got to go, the teacher gonna let you go. In the service, they won't. If they trying to prove a point to let you know who runs stuff, you'll sit right there. And if you go to the bathroom on yourself, that's okay. Because what they're gonna tell you, you are government property. You do not belong to yourself. Right? But I made it through. Man. By the grace of God, I made it through, right? All my friends was re-up, and I'm like, no, it's not for me. I haven't been to college yet, right? Barely got out of high school, right? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.